All right, picture this. You're Trae Young. You've dropped buckets for years, 30-foot bombs, nutmeg passes, the whole city chanting your name. And yet, the suits in Vegas? They're watching you like a hawk ready to swoop. They think you might bolt. They think you might be the next superstar to pack his bags. They think you're not worth the max. So let me ask you, what happens if Trae Young bounces? What happens if Atlanta fumbles the only true star they've got since Dominique freaking Wilkins? I'll break that down at the end, but first, buckle up. Because what's happening in Atlanta? It's either going to be the comeback of the decade or a full-blown implosion. Stay with me. The front office, confused. The fans, split. The man himself, quietly plotting. And trust me, the craziest part? You ain't heard that yet. So here's the setup. Atlanta's been stuck in no man's land ever since that fluke Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. Remember that? They shocked Philly. They made Ben Simmons rethink his whole life. Trae was the new villain everybody low-key loved. And ever since, mediocre, mid, a treadmill team running nowhere, firing coaches, retooling the bench, and praying that Trae's logo threes keep him relevant. This summer, they didn't just sit around crying into their peach cobbler. Nah. They went shopping, they got Porzingis, they picked up pieces. They're telling us this is the new core. But here's the catch. None of that means a damn thing if number 11 ain't locked in for real. Let's get to the meat. Vegas executives are lurking like vultures. They know the math. Trae's got 2 years, then a player option in 26. Translation, if he wants out, he's out. But wait, you got people out here saying, maybe Trae's not a true max guy. Excuse me? This dude's dropping 25 plus in 10 dimes like it's a Tuesday. You telling me that's not a franchise centerpiece? Have you seen what half these teams call a point guard these days? Atlanta's got a wizard. Yeah, he's 6 foot and change, but so what? He'll clown your big man in a pick and roll, step back from the logo, and throw a lob to whoever's tall enough to catch it. But oh, here comes the he's too small narrative. Shout out to KD. Dude said on Mind the Game that the era of the small point guard might be dying. He's not wrong, but come on. Come on. Did the Pacers care that Tyrese Halliburton ain't exactly a bodybuilder? Did OKC care that SGA ain't 6'10"? Nah, you build a squad that covers for your guy. You get him dogs on defense. You get switchable wings. You don't blame the magician because you forgot to buy a trapdoor. And now Bobby Marks out here doing salary math like it's Monopoly. Should Trae get $55 million a year? Should we wait? Maybe not the max. Bro, you either bet on your star or you don't. All these owners want to act broke when it's time to pay a dude who sells tickets, jerseys, and playoff dreams. Trae's worth the money, if he's worth the headache. And there's the real kicker. Is he grown yet? You got these stories now. Oh, Trae skipped the Jordan party to grind in Vegas. He's working out. He's locked in. That's cute, but come on. We've seen this movie before. Remember when Kyrie used to tell us he was all about basketball? Remember James Harden in the strip club and then the gym the next morning? Talent ain't the issue. Focus is. Udonis Haslem, the OG enforcer, says it plain. It's not about the stat sheet. It's about the hours nobody sees. Does Trae roll in early? Stay late? Does he drag the rookies with him? Or does he just pad the box score, fire off a few tweets, and vanish till next game? Because let's be real, Atlanta fans know the truth. When Trae's fully locked, he's a monster. When he's sulking on the bench, the whole damn locker room rots. Leadership's not a stat. It's an attitude. If your best guy don't set the tone, nobody else will. So the Hawks have a choice. Do they bet the house on Trae finally becoming a grown-up superstar? Or do they hedge, keep the checkbook half shut, and risk pissing him off enough to bolt? This is where it gets spicy. Some execs think Trae's a dinosaur. A 6'1" defensive cone who can't switch, can't guard a 5, gets hunted every damn possession. You know who doesn't care? Trae Young. He's out here saying, give me the ball and I'll get you buckets. And he's right, but buckets alone don't win chips anymore. Look at OKC. They pitch ahead, share the rock. Look at Indiana. Movement, pace, unselfishness. So the big question, can Trae morph from a ball-dominant chucker into a true conductor? Or does he stay stuck in hero ball mode, fighting the same fight every April? And here's the wildest part. The whole future of this team depends on that answer. So Atlanta's adding bodies. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, solid two-way. Dyson Daniels, clamps on defense. Porzingis, an actual unicorn if he stays upright for more than 40 games. On paper, looks decent. But remember, none of these dudes matter if Trae can't trust him. If he's still dribbling out the shot clock just to jack up a 30-footer, then why even pay for defense? Bro, you want to win? Move the ball. Let Dyson get a fast break dunk. Let Porzingis pop that pick and fade. But does Trae want to share the sugar? Or does he want to keep feeding his highlight reel? You know what's hilarious? Go pull up Trae Young's numbers next to Jalen Brunson. Same ballpark, same impact. But watch how people talk about Brunson. Leader, gritty, grown man game, culture changer. Trae, empty stats, bad shot selection, coach killer. Is it fair? Hell no. But that's what happens when you don't win. Nobody cares about your stepbacks if they lead to Cancun in May. So what does Trae want to be remembered for? Another fun scorer on a treadmill team? Or the dude who broke through? If he wants the latter, he's got to do the dirty work. Less hero ball, more team ball. Less I got this, more we got this. And maybe, he takes a few mil less. Free up cash for legit help. Show the locker room it's about the ring, not the bag. Look at Duncan. Look at Steph. They did it. Does Trae have that humility, or is the ego too loud? And here's my last shot at the front office. You got one job. Build a damn team. Stop firing coaches like light bulbs. Stop pretending you're contenders with half a roster. You either go all in or you get stuck with a moody superstar counting down the days till Miami calls. So yeah, Trae's locked in today. He's smiling in Vegas. He's skipping parties, cute headlines. But if the season goes sideways, if Porzingis tweaks an ankle, again, if the defense still leaks 120 a night, if the fans turn, you think Trae's sticking around for a discount? Bro, come on. He's gone. And Atlanta's right back to lottery hell, praying for the next Trae Young. So you tell me, do you hand him the bag, or do you risk losing the only thing keeping you relevant? This ain't just about a contract. It's about a whole city's basketball future. And the real kicker, this season's going to decide all of it. One missed rotation, one icy handshake in the locker room, one sideline blow up at the coach. It could all blow up. This meltdown ain't done. It's just getting started. So hit that subscribe, drop a take in the comments. Is Trae Young a max star or a mirage? Don't you dare miss the next meltdown, because if Atlanta flames out again, we're going to talk about it. Peace.